This video will provide a brief overview of all the events offered at Type A meets. We hope this helps you prepare effectively. These are the events we are going to cover today. If you don't see the event you are looking for, it's probably covered in the video for Type B events. Pay close attention to the top right of each contest slide, where you'll find key information and highlights for that specific event. Let's begin with our first event, the Music Memory Contest. It's a fascinating opportunity for students to delve into the world of music. This event involves an in-depth study of various genres and composers, with a focus on identifying musical selections and their creators. We will cover each division in more detail shortly, but in general, as students progress to higher grade level divisions, the complexity increases, requiring more detailed knowledge and accurate identification. Scoring is based on correct answers, with spelling also taken into consideration. You want to make sure you are using the official list for the current year. This video may not be updated each year, so just make sure you are using the most up-to-date information found on UIL's website. The yellow highlighted selections are used for the second grade division. Third through sixth grade will focus on selections 1 through 16, while 7th and 8th graders need to be familiar with all 20 selections. Music memory consists of a variety of components. 2nd to 4th graders use matching to share their knowledge. All grades listen to short selections of music, and 7th and 8th graders take a multiple choice test in addition to identifying music. Each component is designed to challenge the student's understanding and recall of musical pieces. Now let's look a little bit more closely at each grade level division. For second graders, the contest begins with step 1, where students complete a 10-minute matching portion. For this step, students take composer names from the word bank at the bottom of the exam and match those names in the composer column next to the corresponding selection title. Spelling is crucial in step 1. Just remind students to match the spelling from the word bank. For step 2, students listen to music selections. Before each selection is played, a number is announced. Students take that number and write it in the listening number column next to the correct selection title. Third and fourth graders start with step 1, a 10-minute matching session where they match each major work with its composer by writing the corresponding letter. In step 2, they listen to 16 music selections and match the selection numbers to the correct major work. Regardless of a tie, all students complete the tiebreaker round, where they listen to different sections of the same songs from step 2 and write the correct major work and selection name. Spelling counts, so students should ensure their answers match the printed correct spelling from the exam. 5th and 6th graders face a more advanced challenge. In step 1, they listen to 16 music selections and must write the correct information on the answer sheet. Unlike the test for 2nd through 4th, they must know the correct spelling by memory, as it isn't provided on the test. Next, they move on to the tiebreaker, where they listen to different sections of the same songs and write their answers down. For our most advanced participants, the 7th and 8th graders, the contest starts with a 10-minute multiple choice test, followed by a listening session where they'll identify 20 music clips. Spelling accuracy will be a deciding factor. There is a study guide on UIL's website to help 7th and 8th graders prepare for the multiple choice part of the test. To help students prepare, we offer the UIL Music Memory Passport. This is available in HISD's coordinator file share. Additionally, creating playlists on platforms like YouTube and encouraging students to listen repeatedly can significantly boost their performance. Next, let's explore modern oratory. This contest challenges students to present well-structured arguments on various topics, honing their public speaking and critical thinking skills. In modern oratory, students analyze a problem, take a stance, and defend their position using evidence. The focus is on clear, logical reasoning. Keep in mind that the topics students are speaking on are known before time, so this is a prepared, memorized speech. At the state level, UIL creates topics for middle school students that are used statewide. At HISD, we create our own custom topics for elementary school students. Please ensure you are using the correct topics for your students. This video may not be updated each year, so just make sure you are using the most up-to-date topics. Judges are looking for a clear organization of ideas, strong evidence, and persuasive delivery. Students should focus on presenting their arguments confidently and effectively. This is an example of the ballot judges will be using during the event. There are usually between 6 and 10 students in each section of modern oratory. The judge in each section fills out a ballot for every student and ranks them once all students are finished. Here is an example of a ranking sheet. The top 3 students in each section receive an award. Preparation is key in modern oratory, but luckily it's fairly easy and fun to practice. Students should practice regularly using the current topics. They can perform in front of a variety of people, including friends, family, and teachers, to get valuable feedback. We would also recommend watching modern oratory speeches on YouTube to get ideas of what works and what doesn't. Now let's look at the creative writing contest. Creative writing is a contest specifically for second graders, designed to encourage writing skills at an early age. Students have 30 minutes to write using a provided prompt. They should bring their own writing utensils, but we provide the paper. Each student's work is evaluated on a scoring sheet with a maximum of 20 points. The breakdown is as follows. 12 points for creativity and interest. This makes up about 60% of the score. 6 points for organization. This is worth 30%. And 2 points for correctness of styles, accounting for 10%. Even if 2 students have the same score, there are no ties. Judges will break ties based on the criteria we'll discuss next. The creative writing contest is judged on 3 main criteria: creativity, organization, and correctness of style. Creativity is the most significant, accounting for 60% of the score, and it includes substance, clarity, originality, imagination, and the use of specific details. Organization, which is 30% of the score, covers outlining and brainstorming, as well as ensuring the story follows a logical order. Finally, correctness of style, which is 10%, looks at sentence structure, grammar, spelling, and word use. This is an example of a past creative writing prompt. Each prompt includes 5 pictures. Students are required to write about at least one of the pictures. However, they have the freedom to incorporate as many of them as they like in their writing. Preparing for the creative writing contest can be fun and engaging. Start by reviewing past UIL prompts to get students familiar with the format. You can do pre-writing activities like using story cubes, This helps spark creativity, and there are various options available from different vendors. Focus on expanding students' vocabulary with synonyms and teach them story structure and outlining strategies. The key is to make their writing interesting and engaging for the judges. Now let's look at the Ready Writing Contest. This challenges students to produce clear, correct, and original writing. The Ready Writing Contest encourages students to write papers that are clear, correct, interesting, and original. They'll have 60 minutes to complete their work. Students need to bring their own writing utensil while we provide the writing paper. During the contest, they may use a dictionary or thesaurus, but these are not provided. Each student's paper is evaluated on a scoring sheet with a maximum of 200 points. 100 points for interest, making up 50% of the score. 70 points for organization, this accounts for 35%, and 30 points for correctness of styles, making up the remaining 15%. Even if two students have the same score, there are no ties. Graders will break ties based on the judging criteria. The Ready Writing Contest is judged on three main criteria: interest, organization, and correctness of style. Interest is the most important, accounting for 50% of the score. This includes how well the structure leads the reader's interest, with strong intros, smooth transitions, and a compelling body and conclusion. Students should use interesting vocabulary and a unique voice or perspective. Organization makes up 35% of the score. Students need to have a clear plan and ensure their ideas are logical and well supported. Correctness of style, which is 15% of the score, focuses on sentence structure, grammar, spelling, and word use. Students can use a variety of strategies in ready writing. Some of the most common are description, which is used to inform, narration, which tells a story, and persuasion, which is used to argue a point. The two prompts students choose from usually imply or state the purpose for writing, and sometimes the format, such as letter or newspaper article. Here we are looking at a sample prompt from an older Ready Writing contest. Students will choose between the two prompts. To prepare for the Ready Writing contest, students should go through 4 to 5 practice sessions before the actual event. Start with previewing or pre-writing activities like brainstorming and outlining to break down the prompts. These sessions don't need to involve full-on writing. During contest sessions, mimic real UIL conditions by using prompts from past years. After each session, review the student's paper and offer constructive feedback. Encourage them to read a variety of materials, such as newspapers and writing samples from past students. This will help them develop their writing skills. Additional resources can also be found on the HISD UIL A+ academic website. As students prepare for ready writing, there are a few things to keep in mind, including content, details, organization, word choice, and sentence variety. For content, ensure the writing is rich and relevant to the prompt. In details, encourage the use of specific, vivid descriptions that enhance the narrative. Organization should involve a clear structure with a logical progression from one idea to the next. Word choice is about selecting the most effective words to convey the message, and sentence variety keeps the writing dynamic and engaging to the reader. Working on these areas will help students create strong, compelling papers. Now that we've covered ready writing, let's transition to another event, editorial writing. Editorial writing is a contest for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, where students build their writing skills and learn to prepare well-balanced, persuasive papers. They have 45 minutes to complete their work using only the writing utensils they bring and the writing paper we provide. Instead of scores, judges rank the contestants from first place to 10th place based on the quality of their work. Papers that are not in the top 10 receive an evaluation sheet with feedback, but they are not ranked. In editorial writing, students write in the style of a school newspaper. They are given a prompt that provides a statement of a situation, and their task is to write a persuasive paper as if it were for a school newspaper. Often they are required to take a stance or side on the issue presented. Judges evaluate whether the situation is clearly explained in the first 2 or 3 paragraphs. If the writer takes an obvious stance early on, how well the stance is supported with specific examples, and whether a logical solution or conclusion is presented. In addition to ranking the editorials, judges provide detailed feedback using the UIL A+ evaluation sheet. They highlight the strong points of the editorial, identify any weak areas, and they offer suggestions for improvement. This feedback is crucial for helping students refine their writing skills. To learn more about editorial writing, scan the QR code on the screen. It will take you to a helpful presentation that offers additional insights and tips. To prepare for this contest, students should practice with past prompts, read widely, and stay informed by watching the news and listening to podcasts. Now let's look at impromptu speaking. This is a contest that challenges students to think quickly and express their ideas clearly. The impromptu speaking contest is designed to build self-confidence, public speaking skills, and critical thinking. Students from 2nd through 8th grade participate in combined divisions, one for 2nd and 3rd grade, one for 4th and 5th, and one for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Each division has 5 entries maximum. During the contest, participants will pull 3 topics and choose which one to speak on. They are given 3 minutes to prepare their speech, which can last up to 5 minutes. While notes can be used during preparation, they cannot be referenced during the actual speech. The judges will rank the contestants, and anyone exceeding the 5-minute limit will be brought down by 1 rank. To prepare for impromptu speaking, students can start by practicing with sample topics from past years or by creating their own topics. Practicing as a class can be very beneficial, allowing students to receive feedback from peers and teachers. Additionally, students should focus on techniques and frameworks for organizing their ideas quickly and effectively. Regular practice will build confidence and help students perform under pressure. Judges will evaluate the contestants across several key areas, including organization, delivery, and engagement. They will assess how clearly and effectively the presentation was organized, whether the delivery was smooth and articulate, and if the speaker maintained adequate eye contact. Creativity in approaching the topic, poise, confidence, vocal variety, and overall enthusiasm are also important. Finally, judges will consider how well the speaker communicated with the audience. The evaluation is designed to give each contestant a clear understanding of their strengths and areas for improvement. Now let's look at number sense. This contest emphasizes quick mental calculations. This short 10-minute test challenges students to solve problems without any written work, developing their speed and accuracy in mathematics. In number sense, students have to solve 80 questions mentally within 10 minutes. Correct answers earn points, while incorrect or skipped questions result in deductions. This contest helps develop rapid problem-solving skills. To prepare for number sense, students should practice mental math shortcuts and work with math experts. Resources like books and past tests can be valuable tools for improving skills. The spelling contest introduces students to a broad range of vocabulary, focusing on the rules of the English language, meanings, definitions, and root words. This contest encourages a deeper understanding of language. Spelling contests vary in length depending on the grade level, ranging from 50 to 110 words. Students are scored based on their ability to spell words correctly, with points deducted for missed or incorrect words. Preparation for spelling should include studying the UIL word list, learning root words, and practicing spelling strategies. Students should not rely solely on memorization, but also understand the underlying rules of spelling. This concludes our overview of the events. If you have any questions, please reach out to the UIL Academics Department. We're here to help you prepare your students for success in these contests.